Alex, as a group pitching staff, really, the bullpen really hasn't had it going y'all's way the last few days. How do you guys get back on track, and what is said amongst the group to try and light the fire for everybody?
I think the main thing going around right now is just competing. I mean, some of us are going up there timid. I know me personally don't feel like I've had my best stuff by any means, and just I attribute that to trying to place the ball too much, not just going out there and attacking like we know we're all capable of. And I think that speaks for multiple guys in the room with just the other relievers. And I think that if we get back on track with that and just go out there and attack and trust our stuff and win the battle of first and all like Coach Childress likes to talk about, I think we're going to have a lot of success this weekend.
How has the absence of Bryce Miller and those innings that he eats up affected the way you guys head into a weekend, and how will getting him back help you guys from a mental standpoint?
I think having him back is big for us, just in a way of eating up the innings, like you said. And just, I don't think there's really a different mindset when he wasn't in the rotation. I think everybody was still in the same mindset of kind of knowing where they're going to come out. Just, I think that just the way the cards fell in Missouri just didn't really go our way. And that just kind of threw a little wrench in everybody's plans, I guess.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Alex, where's the confidence of this team as a whole right now? I mean, like you said, Missouri doesn't go your way, but you win one of those last two, and you've won 2 or 3 SEC series besides getting swept by Florida. So it's not like you're that far off, but big picture, you are only won 3 SEC games. So it's kind of like, is it panic mode, or is it, hey, we're good enough to turn this thing around?
I don't think it's panic mode by any means. Everybody in the locker room is very confident in this upcoming weekend. I think that having Bryce especially back is a big confidence booster, but I think there's never really been a sense of panic in the locker room. Everybody's kind of stayed even keel. Nobody's just gotten completely panicked, but everybody seems pretty even keel. Everybody's ready for this weekend. Everybody's eager to get back on the field and get that taste out of our mouth from last weekend and just have a good weekend and get back on track.
Last one for me. I know John wants to hop in. Every SEC series is big, but I've asked Coach and Ray this. You look at what's coming, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but you got 3 ranked teams, coming up. How big is this weekend to kind of get your mojo back?
I think it's a big weekend in just the sense of every SEC weekend's a big weekend. And we get back on track here and then just kind of keep building that momentum. And then, yes, we do have a gauntlet coming, but like Coach Childress said and Ray said, this weekend's the most important one. And that's the one we're really focused on.
Alex, how big is it to be able to have this big weekend back at home?
It's big. I mean, we love playing in front of the home fans. It's a great atmosphere and just there's a lot of support, and it really helps out when it comes to playing at home.
Thank you.
Alex, talk to me about the adrenaline coming into a game. Give me an idea of what's going through as soon as you throw that last pitch in the bullpen and it's time to come onto the mound with some runners on. Can you kind of explain that for everyone, that feeling that you're going through?
I mean, there's definitely a little bit of you get a little different feeling inside. It's kind of hard to explain, but I mean, there's just a different sense of urgency in your mind, and there's a different sense of focus, especially just knowing that you got to make pitches and knowing where you got to put the ball to get out. So I think there's just a more intense mindset.
Does it matter to you whether you start a clean inning or whether you come in and inherit runners?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, clean inning's one thing, but coming in with runners on is always that little bit of extra pressure. And most of the time that's good. I mean, every pitcher in the locker room would say they'd love to come in with runners on. It's just you get going a little bit more, and it's just a lot more, it's a big momentum booster, especially if you come in with runners on and get those couple outs to end it. That's big momentum swing coming into the dugout for sure.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. That's the momentum swing. There's nothing like leaving those runners stranded, is there?
No, sir. Yeah, there's no better feeling than that.
Alex, how important are first pitch strikes?
I mean, they're a big part of it. Coach Childress preaches that from the day you step on campus, that we're going to win the battle of first pitch, 1-1 counts, but especially first pitch strike. I mean, whenever we do scrimmages in the fall, I mean, the defining factor between the winning and losing pitcher is the first thing that comes to mind is first pitch strikes. Can you win the battle of first pitch? And that's just a big staple of who we are as a pitching staff and something we hang our hat on.
How much do you enjoy throwing to Mikey Honer and Taylor Smith and Schussler as well?
I mean, they're all great catchers, all three of them. Mikey, by far the best receiver we have. I mean, he'll steal a lot of pitches for you. Taylor Smith, great receiver, but I mean, him and Kimball Schussler both have just absolute cannons of an arm from behind the plate. And you know, if a runner's stealing that, there's a very, very good chance they're getting thrown out.
Alex, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anything else for Alex? Thanks and gig 'em.